Two pepperoni? Two pepperoni and...
Alright, man, you're all set to go. Dude, thank you so much for getting this horse. I know how much they like the blue lights in these videos. They do like the blue lights. Hey, you have a good video. You guys hit that like button. This guy, too nice. Hey, today we are going to be talking about how to clone yourself in Adobe Premiere Pro. Before we jump into that though, today's video is brought to you by Epidemic Sound. YouTube music licensing without any of the worry of getting copyright strikes against your channel. Thousands of tracks from... Before we jump into Premiere Pro though, there are 3 things that you need to do while filming to make sure that this effect works properly. The number 1 thing you need to do is put the camera on a tripod. It can also work on a motorized slider. It's kind of a different way of doing it, but for this effect today, we're just putting the camera on a tripod. The number 2 thing that you need to do is set your camera to manual exposure and manual focus. Now the reason being that if one of you comes in on this side and the other one comes over here, the exposures aren't the same. You're gonna have weirdness in the background. You want the background to stay exactly the same. You want the scene to stay exactly the same. So that's why we do manual exposure. And if one of you was closer to the camera and one of your versions of you was further away from the camera and it focused on both of you, but there was weird depth of field changes where like the background was kind of blurry over here, but it wasn't blurry over here, that's why manual focus is important. If your scene is very wide though, and your aperture is decently high, you can get away with doing autofocus. It'll still work. And then number 3 is make sure that the different versions of yourself that are coming in and out of frame don't touch each other or overlap each other. If they do, oh, this is so much harder to do. Once you have those 3 things dialed in, come up with a little script, talk to yourself in that script, and make sure that the timing is right to where this version of yourself talks and then this version of yourself talks.
Hi, Tommy.
That's
how are
maybe
you?
the hardest part of this effect. And once that's all done, we're gonna jump into Premiere Pro.
Hey, how are you? Fine? A little bit hungry. Do you want to order pizza? Yeah, sure. 2 pepperoni? 2 pepperoni and 1 cheeseburger, you know. Someone is hungry. Indeed. To be honest, I find difficult the timing. I couldn't synchronize with myself a little bit, if you know what I mean. So when Tommy number 1 was talking, Tommy number 2 was faster or slower, I guess. You can see, I think on the 10th second, 10th, 11, 12 something, I was a little bit lost, and the cut I did was a little bit hard, and you can see on the video. But all in all, I guess it was a little bit challenging to put myself there and do it by my own. So yeah, that's it. Still here? Still here? Why? Yo.